Hey, so today I'm going to be doing a demo of what I've been working on with Captify and showing like how the actual product works. I've already done the integration from Spotipo to UniFi. I set up a new site on Hostify's free plan, and then I added an access point, a UniFi access point here that I have at my house, and so that's running, and then I've got it connected over to the Captive Portal service, which is just hosting it, the Spotipo server, which looks like this. So it's all set up. I'm actually going to turn this into a demo for anyone who signs up can take a look at this and log in. And unfortunately, I can't do a free plan like I've done with Hostify. Like Hostify has a free plan where it's a shared server and each person gets an admin account where they can control just one site. Well, I planned on doing that with Captify as well, but there is a problem with the permissions. They don't have the type of permissions in place where you would be able to have a super admin and then a lower level admin that can only control one site. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do a free plan for Captify, but today I'm in the process of setting up a demo server where basically you'll get a shared login where everyone can log in, kind of just click around, see the different settings that you could set up, and then you could even add your own UniFi access point if you use UniFi to the free plan on Hostify, and then from your house you can do a full demo, customizing your landing page and everything. It'll just be a little bit weird if more than one person's doing the demo at a time. I'm not sure. At least you'll be able to click around. If more than one person's trying to customize the landing page at the same time, obviously that's going to be a problem. There's going to be a lot of problems with it, but my plan to get around the problems is to have a script which either on demand or automatically like restores the server back to like default settings, and in case so when people go in and edit things, it'll automatically get restored back to like a fresh demo every once in a while. So, and it probably won't be such high traffic that I have to worry about people stepping on each other. I hope. I don't know. So I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try and set up a demo. But today I just want to actually give a actual demo of like what it looks like, because like when I explain to people what Captify is, it's kind of hard to explain, and people are like, what is that? But I think once you see it, like everyone has used something like this. If you've ever been to a hotel or a cafe or a mall or anything and you tried to connect to the wireless and you either had to pay or log in with your email address, or you could only sign in for an hour at a time, you had to keep logging in or whatever. That's basically what a captive portal service is setting up some restrictions on the internet usage for a business. And that could be offering internet that you have to pay for, or free internet but with limitations and stuff like that. It's not an internet filter, so it doesn't do any kind of restrictions on the content. It's more of the usage. It's restricting the usage, how long you're connected, who's connected, and then there's some marketing aspects to it as well. So you have a brewery or something, and people hang out there and they connect their devices while they work or whatever to the internet, and then you would be able to see when that device connects in the future, potentially identify your frequent customers, send promotions. You could even collect other information like birthdays and send like a birthday coupon or something like that. Especially with a Facebook integration, you can and I forgot, maybe people are sending me messages right now. I have to open the chat window to see if anyone's messaging, but I was going to say, with the Facebook integration, you can collect more information about them if they log in with their Facebook account. I'm not sure how deep it goes yet. I'm still experimenting with it, but potentially you could collect some information through Facebook, like their birthday, their gender, their age. I know those are, I think, pretty basic things to collect. I'm not sure if you can get as deep into it as like collecting likes or like their interests or something like that. But yeah, I just kind of want to set up this demo to show people what it looks like. So to do the demonstration, like I said, I set this up at my house. This is the Captify server. It's really all Captify is a service that installs Spatipo onto a VPS for people. So this is what Captify really is it's Spatipo is the real name of it. Hopefully I'll pull up something embarrassing there. Okay, Spatipo.com. There we go. So this is an open source platform that provides this Captive Portal service, and they have a free edition of it, which is what I'm installing and what I'm showing today. However, you can also upgrade to a license, which unlocks additional features and is very cost effective compared to other services which charge this much monthly for one site. So I'm charging $49 a month for the server, and that you can put as many portals as you want, and then you can also upgrade to these yearly licenses to unlock additional features per site. However, you can still have a nice service just with the free license, which allows email login, Facebook login, voucher login, and you can export those emails to say MailChimp, and there's other things you can export as well. Or no, it looks like maybe you can't export to other services. I'm still learning what you can and can't do with it on the free version as I'm playing around with it today. So right now I have my phone connected to the server, and I also have this virtual machine, and I'm using a virtual machine so that I can kind of demonstrate connecting and disconnecting without breaking my live stream, obviously. Because I have a separate wireless card that's hooked up to this over here. So this is a site on Hostify's free plan. So I created a new site with a demo user, and this is my access point at my house. And so you can see I've configured the settings for the guest portal here. And what this is doing is it's configured to send requests over to the Captive Portal demo server, which I've set up here. And so I'll just show you that process real quick. So right now this person's not authenticated, this virtual machine. So if I try to go to google.com, you'll see it first redirecting right now to the free server, the free plan server at Hostify, the UniFi controller basically. And then once it hits the UniFi controller then redirects it to Captify. So it takes a good 20 seconds or whatever, but I think people are used to slow connections like that for connecting to free Wi-Fi, or Captive portals in general are kind of like that. But so it connects over here, and then you have these login options. So login with voucher, that means there are vouchers that you can create within the service, and they're basically like codes that the person inputs to get access, and you can even like sell the vouchers. You could have like I don't know how this would work in real life, but like say the front desk at a hotel or something, you go and like pay for a voucher and they hand you a code or something. It's kind of a weird, like if you were to do a paid service, you'd probably have like an integration to pay online instead of passing out like literal paper vouchers. But that's one way to connect. There's also email, and there's Facebook and other there's Facebook login, which comes with the free plan, and then if you purchase the other plans, you can get like Google, Instagram, LinkedIn, LDAP, like all these other things, which I'm not going to set up because they require API keys, and I'm not going to put like API keys on a demo server. So I won't be demonstrating that, but I'll go ahead and demonstrate like logging in with email. And then I will be setting up an SSL for this as well automatically when you sign up for the server. which you will also be able to change to your own custom domain name other than Captify.net. Okay, so I just input my email and my name and then click login, and then we're watching it redirecting. Thank you for logging in. And then if you aren't redirected automatically, click here, but I'll wait a few more seconds for it to redirect automatically. And so now it's redirecting automatically to Captify.net. And I'm actually not sure why the SSL is invalid. It should be valid. Let's see if I can get to other websites now. And my internet is probably slow because I'm streaming to 3 different services right now and I'm paying for slow internet. Okay, so you can see the SSL is valid. I'm not really sure why when it redirected that it was invalid, but it shouldn't do that. But that shouldn't be an issue. So that's pretty much how it works. Any questions? Because I have 6 people watching, so now my Hostify customers actually requested this, that I make this service, and so I think when I launch it, I'm gonna send an email out to them. I think I'll get several customers right away because I've had a handful of people already that tell me that they're interested, they want me to make it, they'll sign up when I launch. So that's pretty cool, and they know exactly what it is, and a lot of those people that are using Hostify are actually using other services to do this, but those services are a lot more expensive, like talking about like I think like $75 to $100 a month per site. So for each location you have you have to pay for monthly for each of those. So I just think that using this open source solution, it's gonna hit like most use cases and be a lot cheaper, because this price is not per site. That's for a server which can handle lots of sites. Just how many sites, I'm not sure yet. We'll have to, like, as I get more users, I'll start to be able to judge like how big of a server you need, and I'll be able to break it up per client and stuff. But this should be able to handle a lot of load. So yeah, it should be interesting. I'm gonna go back now to the dashboard of Spatipo and show you some more features that it has. So when you first log into Spatipo, you have this this primary dashboard. It's a little bit confusing, the UI. I think switching between the primary dashboard and these are the sites. So right now I have the UniFi demo site hooked up. So this just gives you some information. These are my different accounts that I've logged in with. This is login types, so I've only been using email, no vouchers, so it's just a big green circle. There's currently 3 people online. That's my phone, my virtual machine, and some other computer in my house. So let's see if we can take a look here at clients. No clients displayed. I'm not really sure why that is. Maybe if I switch to the site and then I go to clients or guests. Let's see. See, I would think that I would have that one guest here. Okay, cool. So here are the guests. Consent. I'm not sure what that means. Probably if they marked a checkbox that we could email them. I'm not sure. So if I want to download these email addresses to then import them to MailChimp, let's see if I can do that. I wasn't sure if I could do that. It looks like I can. Okay, cool. So just with the free version, without paying for a license, I am able to download the guests. So for marketing purposes, you would be able to take these emails, import them into MailChimp, and send other information to them later. And you can see which access point they connected from, when they were first seen, when they were last seen. That's pretty cool. And then in the future, if we had phone number login via SMS, which you can configure with Twilio or other services. There's actually a bunch of services that you can use, but if we had Twilio configured, we could have them log in via SMS and collect their phone number. I think if you have Facebook login, it might automatically connect their age and date of birth. I'll have to check on that. But yeah, so you get some basic information about your customers or your users. And like I said, this is not like an internet like filtering thing, so it's not going to tell you like what websites are going on or like help you block stuff if you're, say, like a school or something like that. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple to set up. Here's the settings. So when I first got connected, you actually have to go to the main dashboard here. And this is from the main dashboard, you can integrate with UniFi. I'll show you the UniFi integration right here. That's something else. That's actually if you want to schedule reboots. I'll show you that later. So if you want to integrate with UniFi, you put in your information here. So I put in the server name, and then this is just an admin of a site on the free plan. So demo, the password, the port, and saved that. And then from there, I'm able to add a new site, and I'm able to select UniFi, and then on the next page, you'll be able to select which site you want to integrate with. But take a look, they also have integration for, they originally built Spatipo for UniFi, but then since then, that was several years ago, they've added support, and they're continuing to add support for more devices. So they have Aruba and OpenMesh and Ruckus and Meraki and IgniteNet. So a lot of support for different types of stuff, and they're adding more stuff all the time. I'm sure it works best with UniFi because that's what they originally made it for. But what else can I show you? I guess let's take a look at how to customize the landing page. So as you saw on over here, I have my own logo and stuff like that. If you want to remove Powered by Spatipo, you have to pay for one of their licenses. So that's still there, and you can customize the terms and conditions and privacy policy and that kind of stuff. So I'll show you the branding settings and stuff. That would actually be, let's see, is it per site? Yeah, it's per site. So on the site settings under landing page, you click edit, and then you have this editor where you can change the logo, the background image, the terms and conditions PDF, all these different types of things, and then you can also demo it by clicking this. I still have to figure out if there is an HTML editor on the website, because I thought I saw that on their website that you could maybe it's part of one of the paid licenses. But I thought you could edit the HTML of this as well. I'm sure you can if you dig into the server, but I was wondering if you could edit it from here. Here's where those vouchers are created that I was talking about, and these are like literal like vouchers that you print out, and you can even click this print button, and you can like hand these out or something. I'm not really sure the use case. I haven't been to a place that handed out Wi-Fi vouchers before, but maybe someone has a use case for that. This license here, this is just where you upgrade if you want. You do have to subscribe just to get the free license as well. You have to sign up on their website and then click enable free license. And then I've already done that. Over here in settings, this is where you configure basically like the login methods and stuff like that. So this UI is a little bit weird. I kept clicking right here and seeing it was blocked, and I couldn't figure out why for the longest time. And then these are like grayed out, but they actually are what you're supposed to click on. So they should probably change that. It's a little confusing. But so on this first page, this is the name that I assigned to it. And this is actually where you select which site. So because I've integrated UniFi, on the previous page on the main dashboard, say I had 10 different sites, they would show up here and I'd select which one. In this case, I only have one site, so I select that one. And then here's where you configure the authentication methods for your users. So I'm talking about like right now I just have these two enabled with email or with voucher. But on the free plan, you can, like I said, enable Facebook, and I don't think you can do SMS. I think SMS you have to pay for. Actually, it doesn't say anything about it, so I guess SMS is free as well. But the reason I didn't enable SMS or Facebook login is because they both require to be set up with API keys, and I don't want to leave my own API keys on a demo server, obviously. So I haven't set those up, but we can take a look at the settings anyways. So if you click Facebook login, see, this is where, like I said, you can collect the person's birthday, location, and gender. I'm not sure what the information box is for, but guest consent. I think this is requiring them to read terms and conditions. Here's the app settings. So another marketing tool that you can use is to ask for a like, or ask for a check-in. So when they sign in with Facebook, it'll say, do you want to check in or like the page of whatever business you're at? So that's great. Now this is session restriction, and so like I was saying, like this service does not restrict what websites you visit, but it does restrict. It can restrict guest usage. So usage being like you can select here restrict sessions daily, and then you can set a daily limit or a time limit, or a limit on the amount of data they're using, or a time limit before it kicks them off. And this would be an override password where they could get past that. So for shop owners at the mall or something, you can give them the override password or something like that. And then you can even limit their speeds. So that's pretty cool. Guest has to log in one time, always, or monthly. So yeah, it pretty much sums it up. So here's the SMS configuration. Same stuff, same session control and login policies, and then you can add custom fields as well if you had some other information that you wanted to ask them, and then you could even require them to give an answer here. So yeah, that's pretty much all the settings. It's not super complicated. There are a lot of nice features though. I think particularly that asking people to like your page on Facebook or check in at your location is a pretty good marketing tool. That, as well as the email login, collecting email addresses of customers at your place. And, you can add, to be a little less spammy, I think you can add a checkbox to say, like, I think that's what that whole consent thing is. So you can add a checkbox to say probably, is it okay if we send you newsletters and stuff like that? So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I should show. I think I covered pretty much everything though. It's not super complicated. Like I said, there is one part, the integration part, I'll probably be doing a lot of support for, because it does, it's not hard, but it does require that you replace the HTML portal page on UniFi. So I was hoping that you could do it all through the UniFi GUI, but there is one part where you have to SSH in and replace the portal page with this little snippet of code, which basically does that refresh thing. So if you remember when I first logged in to the Captive Portal here, it's redirected first to the UniFi controller and then redirected again to the Captify Spotify server. So this is the code right here that does that. It says it's like a meta tag. I didn't even know this was that you could do this, but you can put a little code in the website that redirects to another website. So that's how that works. And I'll be helping people with that integration part. If anyone gets stuck on that part, that's no problem. And then eventually I'm hoping to automate the integration with Hostify, so that in your Hostify dashboard, you can just check a box that says enable Captify integration, and it will load that page on there for you. So yeah, my goal is to like integrate Captify and Hostify to make it really easy for Hostify customers to use Captify and vice versa. So that's the plan. Let's see anything else. I'll show you the Captify dashboard. So all this code, I didn't write or do customize really anything here other than what I showed you, the logo and stuff. This is all Spatipo, and what I did is create a service, or what I'm still working on, it's not done yet, is create a service that makes it really easy for people to get started, and something that I can support. I don't know if I have a demo account set up to show you the dashboard right now, but it's basically wow, yes, I'll have to fix that. But I can show you the screenshots of it. So Captify is a hosting service. So like Hostify, it builds you a server and then installs Spatipo on it. It allows you to change locations really easily, configure an SSL automatically with no command line needed. And I also made a custom firewall that integrates with Vultr to set up a firewall so you can make it so only your networks are allowed to load the Spatipo dashboard and stuff like that. And in addition to that, there are automatic snapshots, nightly backups. I manage the updates for you to Spatipo, so when an update comes out, I'll test it out and then upgrade everyone. You can opt out of that as well if you want to do your own updates. There's going to be team access, so that when you create a server, you can share access to your Captify dashboard with multiple people on your team, or with your customer. If you're an MSP, you can have multiple servers, which each customer can log in to Captify and view only their dashboard for their server. So it's multi-tenant for MSPs to resell this to their customers. Captify is going to support two-factor authentication through the Authy app, so makes it more secure. Free migration, meaning that if you already have Spatipo set up, I'll help you move it to Captify. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So today I'm going to be working on this free demo. So when you sign up for, hopefully this doesn't crash again. I'll have to fix it. Yeah, I gotta fix that. But when you sign up for the free demo, you won't have to pay anything or supply your credit card. It'll take you to a dashboard where you'll have login information to get to this as well as this. So the Hostify free plan, which is integrated with the Captify demo plan. So you'll be able to click around and see the settings for yourself and see if it's something that you'll want to use. And that's pretty much it. So that's my demo for today. I'm going to cut this broadcast. And if you have any questions about it, just hit me up on Twitter. My username is _rchase_, or send me an email, rchase@captify.net. And yeah, so I'm going to sign off and then get to work on finishing this service. Thanks.